This will be the continuation of the exercises we started in lesson number 10. If any of you have not gone through the first 9 lessons, please go through them. Come to chapter 10 to do the initial part of the exercises and then continue the exercises here in lesson number 11. In this lesson, you are going to compose some sentences in Japanese. There are 4 teachers working in University of Tokyo. They are teaching their respective national language there. You have to say a few sentences about them in Japanese, describing them in the order in which they are seated. You may mention their nationality and the language they teach. Tom and Emily are from England. Paolo and Gaia are from Italy. They are seated in the order Tom, Paolo, Gaia, Emily. Tom and Paolo are gents. Gaia and Emily are ladies. Now, stop the video, do your translation and start it again. This slide is meant for checking. English language is known as Eigo, nationality as Igrisujin. This convention is different from convention used for people of other nations. Second point, sensei is a word to be used for a professor. You should not have said Tomu-san, you should have said Tomu-sensei, Professor Sensei. Sensei is also the name for teacher. It's also the word for indicating the profession of teaching. So Sensei stands for professor as well as for the professional teacher. Eigo no Sensei, that no is another key point to note. Sensei of English language. Instead of repeating Paolo Sensei wa in multiple times, you could have said for the second sentence Sensei wa. This also is a good alternative. Konohita wa could also have been used. That's also an alternative. Gaia Sensei was seated next to Paolo Sensei. Since you already described Paolo Sensei and you are going to repeat a similar description, you could have said mo, which means also. Gaia Sensei also is a Italian and Itario no Sensei. That's what you could have said. We asked you to describe people in the order in which they are seated. Otherwise, you could also have combined the descriptions of Tomu and Emily together using to. Similarly, Paolo and Gaia together using to. But that is not we had asked. We wanted a description in the order in which they were seated. Now pause the video, check your answers and start it again. In this exercise, I am continuing on the same teachers. You have to answer the following 4 questions regarding them. Stop the video, answer the questions and start again. This slide is for checking answers. The first question has to get a negative answer. Ie, so devarimasen is the answer. The next question also has a negative answer. Ie, Emiri sensei wa Nippongo no sensei devarimasen. You could have said Ie, so devarimasen here as well, but you could have elaborated here, and that's also a good way. Gaia sensei wa Itario go no sensei desu. Non no sensei desu, Itario go no sensei desu. So if you understood that non stood for which language and answered correctly, that's okay. The last question also is a negative form, Ie. Here I had combined Paolo Sensei and Emily Sensei, who are people from different nations. So as long as you understood the answer should be Ie, and it could have been elaborated in any of the various ways, it is okay. In this slide, we will check the comprehension of the sentence structure A, va, B, des. I have a series of sentences, about 6 sentences here with some blanks. There are some clues given at the end of the sentence. Based on that, you please fill up the blanks. Stop the video, fill up the blanks and start it again. Now let us check the answers. The first answer is Kore wa inpitsu desu. Kore stands for this. Inpitsu is for pencil. That is okay. The next sentence, Watashi wa American desu. Here I had suggested your country. your nationality. So hence you should have used watashi in the first blank, and you could have used your nationality's name, instead of American, you could have said anything else. Sensei wa Indojin desu. Indojin is for Indian, that is given. Watashi wa Nipponjin dewa arimasen. I am not was the clue, so Nipponjin dewa arimasen. Dewa arimasen is equivalent to I am not. It's a negative form of this, so that is the right answer. Akebara wa doko desu ka? Here the clue is where. Where is a question related word. It is also related to location. So a question related to location starts with would have doko. Hence we have doko. Ka is placed there because this is a question. Ka is equivalent to a question mark. So kochira wa watashi tachi no hoteru desu yo. Between watashi tachi and hoteru there was a blank that is filled with no, because that's equivalent to the apostrophe s. Then yo is the word to be filled in the second blank. That's because I have already indicated as a part of the clue that the person was saying this was surprised to find their own hotel because they have been searching it for a long time. So yo should be the right word. So those are the right answers. Now you can stop the video, check your answers, and start the video again. In this slide we will move on to another sentence structure. Eva, Bino, see this. Again this is a fill up the blanks question. The clues are given in brackets. Please fill up the suitable words in the blanks. Stop the video now, fill up the blanks, and start the video again. The sentence structure is Eva, Bino, see this. The right answers are as follows. Number 1, Kore wa Tanaka-san no kuruma desu. Kore is for this, kuruma is for car. Kono kuruma wa doitsu no kuruma desu. Kono kuruma is to be used together. We have already given the word kuruma, hence you cannot say kore wa, you have to say kono kuruma wa. Doitsu no kuruma, we said German car, so it should be doitsu no kuruma. Sore wa Nihongo no shimbun desu. Sore is that. Nihongo no shimbun. Shimbun is newspaper. This is a Japanese language newspaper. Emiri sensei wa Eigo no sensei desu. There are 3 blanks here. The first blank is for sensei, because Emiri is a professor. The second blank is for Eigo, because she teaches English language. And the third blank is for sensei again, because that represents her profession as a teacher. These are the right answers. Stop the video, check your answers completely, and start again. That brings us to the end of these exercises. Since this is a distance education program, I don't have the benefit of seeking your immediate response. So I would like to have your feedback as to how satisfied you are with this. If you have been able to comprehend whatever you have learned so far, good, congratulations. Continue with the next lesson. I'll be posting that shortly. If you are not, can you kindly go over the lessons once over again? Maybe you have not gone through all the 9 lessons, or you need a repetitive viewing of those lessons to comprehend these questions better. These are very simple exercises, so I would urge you to relook at all the lessons once again. If you still find difficulty after reviewing that a couple of times, kindly post your questions on the comments space, so I can answer your questions. I'd like to help you in particular and also improve this presentation in general, so please do give your feedback. Thank you. That brings us to the end of this lesson. We'll see you in the next lesson again. Deva Mata.